privilege to preach God's word. Consider this lightly. I am grateful. Would please look with me, 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 13. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 13. One thing you know about me is I'm not a long-winded preacher. So if you want to say amen, go ahead and start it. First Peter chapter 3, verse 13, it's already been read. I will just reiterate. Reading from the New Revised Standard Version, it says, "Now who will harm you if you are eager to do what is good? But even if you do suffer for doing what is right, you are blessed. Do not fear what they do, and do not be intimidated. But in your hearts, sanctify Christ as Lord. Always be ready to make your defense to anyone who demands from you an accounting for the hope that is in you. Yet do it with gentleness and reverence. Keep your conscience clear, so that when you are maligned, those who abuse you for your good conduct in Christ may be put to shame. For it is better to suffer for doing good, if suffering should be God's will, than to suffer for doing evil. For Christ also suffered for sins once for all, the righteous for the unrighteous, in order to bring you to God. He was put to death in flesh, but made alive in spirit." This morning I will speak to you from the topic, it's not always that simple. It's not always that simple. Please pray with me. Eternal One, God of everything, our Creator, Father, Mother, friend, we thank you for this day. We thank you for assembling us here today. We thank you for the praises and worship that has gone forth thus far. We thank you for each prayer that was spoken and unspoken, that we are certain you heard. God, we ask in this moment that you would open our hearts and expand our minds to receive a word from you. God, move this preacher out of the way so that people will see you and not me. That your light will shine through me, and that your will be done in this service. These and other blessings we ask in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Now, I don't watch a whole lot of TV. I refuse to pay for cable. I think it is a rip-off. That's just me. I'm just cheap. But when I do watch a few of my favorite shows on Netflix, I thoroughly enjoy watching crime shows. Ever since I was a little boy, I loved the art of solving mysteries and have been fascinated with the complexities of our legal system. CSI, Bones, Blue Bloods are a few of my favorites, along with Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder. But my all-time favorite show is probably Law & Order SVU. I have watched every episode since season 1, episode 1. I love the action and the plot twists. I like seeing the detectives spin their wheels to try and figure out the details of the crime. And they work to bring the offenders to justice. But the thing I like most about Law & Order is that it challenges viewers on their perceptions of right and wrong. On this show, there's not always a happy ending. Take, for example, one episode where this distraught parent, shot and killed the individual who murdered their child after that person had been acquitted of all charges. Now, can we say that we blame that parent? Consider another episode in which a teenager who was abused as a child begins to abuse other children. How should a situation like that be handled? Should that teenager be imprisoned for the rest of their life, or should they be sent to a mental facility to get help? In these instances, the right thing to do is not always so clear. Right. There is not always a nice resolution tied up in a neat little bow. Oftentimes, episodes will end you leaving, questioning your perceptions of morality and justice. But nevertheless, the detectives strive to do the right thing. No matter how awful the circumstances, no matter how unpleasant the outcome. Law and Order demonstrates that when it comes to doing right, it's not always that simple. All right? Our text this morning teaches it is the job of the Christian to always do right.
Yes, sir.
We have an obligation to do right even when the circumstances are not so good.
Right.
We are to do what's right, knowing full well that sometimes we will be met with resistance. There are times you will be ridiculed or even persecuted for doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Consider the early Christians living during this time when this letter of Peter was written. Although government persecution of Christians was not yet widespread, the early Christians at this time were still marginalized and mistreated by their neighbors and their community members. They were misfits. They didn't fit in with the Jewish community, but they didn't fit in with the Roman society. They refused to worship the Roman gods, and they venerated Christ as their king instead of the emperor. In short, people didn't really like it. Nevertheless, the author of the letter encourages believers to keep the faith and to persevere in the face of adversity. Now, let me be clear. I'm not putting forth a theology that praises suffering. I dare not tell you today that you should look forward to suffering, nor will I tell you that God wants you to suffer. Most people don't enjoy suffering. I know I don't. However, our text teaches us that if you encounter persecution for doing the right thing, you will be blessed. When you endure suffering for the sake of doing what's right, God ultimately gets the glory. Look closely at verse 16. When you maintain your integrity in the midst of adversity, when you are able to keep your faith when all hell breaks loose, when you keep your composure when they scandalize your name, when you're able to keep treating folk with love and kindness while they are yet twisting the knife deeper and deeper into your back, when you can stand flat-footed and proclaim, for God I'll live and for God I'll die, despite what you're going through, when you can do that, you put your enemies to shame. You expose the devil for the liar he really is. You see, the blessing is not in the suffering, but it's in your perseverance. I'm glad that God will give you the endurance, because doing good ain't always. My siblings in the faith always strive to do good. We are the image of God's justice and the example of Christ's love here on earth. And although we may endure mistreatment, suffering for doing good is better than the temporary pleasure of doing wrong. I don't know about you, but no matter how hard it gets, I'd rather find myself in the divine will of God than to be out of the heart of sin. Now, I want to put a thing right here and make it clear that not all suffering comes from doing good. Enduring hardship is not proof of righteous living. You know, sometimes when we're going through things, we can say, "Oh, child, that devil show is busy." Sometimes it ain't the devil, it's you. Sometimes our suffering comes from our own ill-advised decisions. But truth be told, suffering for doing wrong is punishment, but suffering for doing good is perseverance. Nothing good comes of suffering for wrong, except perhaps maybe you learn a lesson. But suffering for the sake of righteousness brings glory be honest. Doing the right thing is not always that easy. If we're honest with ourselves, sometimes doing wrong feels so right. You can say that. There are times, even after we weigh the consequences and consider the potential damage, we still choose to do the wrong thing. Be not deceived. Getting saved is not some magical cure for our moral compass. Accepting Christ as Lord of your life does not magically fix all of your sinful proclivities. It's not as if when you gave the pastor your hand and gave God your heart that all of a sudden you magically became the expert on right and wrong and want to do the right thing all the time. Salvation is instantaneous, but sanctification is the process by which we practice doing right. And in this practice of Christianity, we won't always do it. We will fall short. In this practice of Christianity, we will make mistakes, but we make every effort to overcome our sinful urges and our evil thoughts. We strive daily to do what's right in the sight of God, and with time we get better. With each trial, we get stronger, and with each temptation, we build a resistance to sin and evil. So I encourage you today to keep trying. Keep trying to do good. Keep striving for righteousness. Keep resisting wickedness. Keep pressing on. Keep moving forward. I know it's not always that simple, but the good news is that God rewards your faithfulness and your obedience. Now, I told you it's the responsibility of the Christian. Always do what's right. And at times, doing right may yield something. But what does it mean to do good? What does it mean to do what's right? In many cases, what's right and what's wrong is clear. But sometimes the distinction between right and wrong is not always so black and white. Like law and order. Determining the right thing to do is not always that simple. We can look at the verses that come before our text, our passage, for an example. The first several verses of this third chapter of 1 Peter admonishes wives to accept the authorities of their husbands at all times, even if that joke is no good. That's what the text says. And the text says the reason being is that if she continues to submit to this ungodly husband, he might one day see her virtue and convert his sinful ways. Now, I see the potential blessing in winning over an unrepentant husband. I've seen it happen. But would this be the right thing to tell a woman to remain submissive to her abusive husband? Because he might get saved one day. Would it be right to tell her to submit to his authority even if he poses a threat to her children? What would be the right thing to do in this case? If you look back at chapter, in the same letter where the author says that slaves should submit to the authority of their masters, even if their masters are brutal and violent. That's what the text says. But was it right for the European colonists to use this passage to justify the kidnapping, the brutalization, and enslavement of Africans? What they did could be interpreted as biblical. But was it right? Let me be clear. I am not devaluing the scripture. I'm not saying the Bible has no relevance, and I'm not saying the Bible is wrong. But what I am saying is that because the Bible is so simple, it deserves more than a cursory glance and superficial interpretation. The Bible is so invaluable that we should examine it closely, engage and wrestle with it critically. The Bible was written in context, so we shouldn't devalue it by taking it out of context. The Bible is beautiful and sacred. We should use it to guide how we live our lives. But understand this: the words on the pages of the Bible are little words. But the real value is in how we live the word. All right. See, words on a page are just that. But people living out the ways of God and the teachings of Christ. That's what's meant by the living Word of God. Words in a book are useless unless you read it, understand it, and apply it. That's the difference between doing what's biblical and doing what's right. Determining what's right is not as simple as haphazardly citing a revered ancient text. Consider some of the issues that are at the forefront of our political discourse. We've had too many mass shootings in this country. But many are unwilling to support any sort of regulations on gun ownership because of the revered ancient text, the Constitution. Now the Constitution is an important document, as it also guides how we as society live our lives. But the Constitution was written in context. So we should not take it out of context. Why there's a clause written in there, we have a Supreme Court whose job it is to ascertain the spirit of the law and determine how to apply it in context. There's danger when you cite the Bible out of context. There's danger when you cite the Constitution out of context. There's even greater danger when you cite them both together out of context. Look at the slew of bills that are being passed to limit and criminalize abortion. These bills cite the Bible to challenge the Constitution. There are proposed bills that seek to limit the rights of LGBT individuals that are also protected under the Constitution. Now, regardless of your stance on abortion, regardless of your opinions concerning LGBT people, I urge you to think critically about your interpretation and your reading of the Constitution. Your views on these stuff issues, abortion, LGBT rights, the death penalty, the Second Amendment, your views are more than just your opinion. They have real impact on people's lives. I feel like we forget that. Like in our current discourse, most people are just concerned with their side winning and could care less about the people's lives who are affected. But I remind you today, my siblings, that we are obligated to do what's right. And we must understand that doing right is more important than being right. Let's not spend our time trying to prove that our view is right. Rather, we should dedicate our energy to doing right by people. We must understand that people's lives are more than words on a page, and it's up to us to be the living Word of God in people's lives. Determining what's right and wrong is not always that simple. There are times when we won't have all the answers, but nonetheless, it is our obligation not to always be right, not to always have the right answers, but to do the right thing. Question remains, how can we stay faithful and do the right thing? How can we do what's right in the midst of adversity? What do we do in determining what's right is not so simple? I'm almost done. A few points. I first say, let Jesus be your example. It is the job of a Christian to try our best to live like Jesus lived and adhere to the teachings he gave. I know some might think this is cliche, but that old saying, what would Jesus do? Is so appropriate. Jesus challenged Roman governmental laws, which ultimately ended in his public execution. Jesus challenged followers of Jewish law or religious law to engage critically with Scripture, to look beyond the written words and look at the needs of the people to determine the right thing to do. For instance, in the Gospels, where Jesus heals a man with a physical deformity on the Sabbath. Now, according to Jewish law, no one was supposed to do any kind of work on the Sabbath. But Jesus asked the Pharisees directly to their faces, is it better to do what's right or to do evil on the Sabbath? In essence, Jesus is asking them to look beyond the written words of the law and consider the spirit of the law. Is it better to do the right thing, or should you let someone suffer because you'd rather adhere to your own interpretation of an ancient text? In every instance, Jesus chooses to ease the suffering of people over a literal restrictive interpretation of ancient texts. And we should let Jesus be our example, because Jesus demonstrates the difference between doing what's biblical and doing what's right. Yeah. I also encourage you to let love be your filter. This was the essence of Jesus' ministry. And this is the hallmark of Christian living. Paul teaches in the first letter to the Corinthians that everything we do is meaningless without love. Right? Even when we try to do good, even when we try to live according to the ways of God, we miss the mark if we don't fulfill the spirit of love. Love should be the force that guides our views and actions. When we look through the lens of love, we see the image of God in all humanity. When we look through the lens of love, we can look beyond people's faults and see their needs. When we look through the lens of love, we can see past legalism and embody a spirit of compassion. When we look through the lens of love, when we let love be our filter, we move beyond being right, and we can see more clearly the right thing to do. Finally, I encourage you to let the Holy Ghost be your guide. Now, I'm not just talking about shouting, dancing, speaking in tongues, things we typically associate with catching the Holy Ghost, although those things are fine. I grew up in house and did all of that. But I'm talking about being filled. See, in this practice of Christian living, the Holy Spirit will give you the endurance to do what's right in the midst of adversity. The Holy Ghost will give you strength to withstand persecution when you live righteous. The Holy Ghost will give you discernment when determining what's right and wrong isn't so simple. The Holy Ghost will give you humility to want to do right instead of trying to be right all the time. I'm reminded of a song by Milton Brunson that says, I've got nothing but the Holy Ghost. It says, the Holy Ghost saved me. The Holy Ghost set me free. The Holy Ghost changed my doubts. And the Holy Ghost brought me out. My friends, the Holy Ghost will keep you. It'll keep your mind stayed on the things of God. It'll help to keep you on the right track. The Holy Ghost will help you do right, even when it's not that simple. So I implore you today to stay faithful to God and strive always to do what's right. With Jesus as our example, with love as our compass, and with the Holy Ghost as our guide, we are able to do right, even though it's not always that simple. And the good news today is that God will reward your faithfulness. God is not slack concerning God's promise. God is not a man that God should lie, nor is God the Son of Man in need of repentance. God will take care of you, no matter what it looks like, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how complicated the situation, regardless of the current political discourse, irrespective of popular opinion. Stand on the promises of God. Keep the faith and strive for it. It's not always that simple, but we must do what's right.